Hey y'all, Seth with Swell Van Company here, and today we are going to look at some of the details of a recent build out into a medium roof Ford Transit. Not every shop is going to build into the medium roof. We love them here. We think it's a great form factor for traveling. A lot of our clients do too. I want to show you how we have a full suite of DIY kits that build right into them, where we've put a lot of detail into the design to make them just as functional and comfortable. So we're inside the medium roof Transit. As you can see, we do have a little bit less room to work with. Measuring from the floor to our paneling, which we try to maximize the height with our kits, we have 5, 8.5. So the main difference is going to be how we approach our paneling. And what you're going to see here is we are going to use a couple what we call our furring strips to change the angle of the vehicle. Very simple thing to install. And then we have our ceiling to wall transition pieces, just like the high roof. They're installed just a little bit differently. They're going to sit a little lower because behind the scenes here in the wall we have the factory wiring harness from Ford. With the medium roof, that can be tucked up into the ceiling so it's out of the way, but can still be accessed if it ever needed to be. That's going to be the main difference when it comes to paneling. A lot of the shapes are very similar. We do have a nice curvature to the roof. That's just a little minute difference between the high roof and the medium. If you've ever looked at a medium roof Transit, you can see that it's not as planar of a wall surface as you like, and we address that with our furring strips. Moving on to the next area that I'd like to point out in this medium roof is above the sliding door and around the C-pillar. You're going to see a sort of optional service we've done for this build, something you might want to consider if you go with the medium roof. That is, because we have this smaller panel here and our furring strips we just talked about putting behind the scenes, we like to cover those up by upholstering the area directly behind the panel and along the height of the C-pillar. We do have our normal vertical supports that come with your wall paneling kit, and that's going to trim out this area around the C-pillar very well, but you can also go that extra step and add some upholstery, and as you can see, it adds just a nice touch that matches the rest of the upholstery in the van. You might want to go ahead and do that if you get a DIY kit for the medium roof from us. We hear a lot from our clients that they'd like to add L-Track to the various points in their vehicle. We use the Venture L-Track from Van Essential in this shallow recessed version. I think it's a really nice product and it comes in 2 different colors. It's also a very good price point. To add this, all you're going to do is take your lower panel and cut just a little bit off for the width of your L-Track. And then it's up to you how you'd like to mount it, but we have added a combination of rib nuts as much as we can and some very large number 14 size stainless steel sheet metal screws. So with a combination of both of those, we're able to get L-Track along the top of your lower panels all the way from the rear of the vehicle to the front. The client's going to love this, have a lot of locations to mount the various things in their garage area. So it's pretty simple to do. Reach out if you have questions on how you can accommodate this into your wall paneling kit. I'll give you some pro tips. So I want to show you about one of the options you can do in our subfloor DIY kits, and that is to add L-Track into the subfloor. We've got a certain amount of configurations that we've already designed here in-house, so if you reach out to us and let us know what you'll be doing with the L-Track, we can make a recommendation on which of these layouts to go with. In this build we have 3 lines of horizontal laid L-Track because these clients are going to be moving mountain bikes a lot. Yeah, cutting out the whole locations is going to do a lot of work to get you exact locations where you can install L-Track and simplify the process a lot. I think it's a really nice thing to add into the flooring, and if you need it, reach out and we'll get that going for you. One more optional cutout for our subfloor products is going to be if you are looking to install a seat. The Freedman double foldaway seat is the preferred option here that we install in-house. It's a really good economical seat that folds out of the way, and if you pair it with the Fenton Mobility mounting plate, you get a DOT approved mounting solution for that added level of safety. It's how we install them here in-house, and I think this is a great place to put it. So if you are looking to add a seat and want an easy install, reach out to us and we can add this cutout to help you get through that really easily. I'm sitting here on one of our cabinets. This is a Transit 148 design cabinet, and it's going to work just as well for the medium roof. In our case, the clients have opted for just a single electrical cabinet to house their system. It's an awesome EcoFlow power kit. It's going to power everything they need on board here. So you can order any of our Transit 148 cabinets and they'll work just as well for the medium roof. One small consideration for the medium roof is you are going to get a little less storage in the case of upper cabinets. We've set our clients up to have soft bags with this build, but we do offer a full set of hard-sided upper cabinets. Just like our high roof version, it's just a little bit shorter. Something to bear in mind, you might get a little less storage out of a medium roof build. Done a fair amount of upholstery over the years, but we are hoping that this is the last medium roof Transit where we have to upholster the D pillar. This archway at the rear of the van is notorious for having a lot of holes and an unsightly look unless you cover it with upholstery, which we've done professionally here and it looks great. But we heard that Go Code Overland is going to be releasing a medium roof Transit version of their D-pillar trim very soon. Just as they've done for the high roof Transit, it's a really elegant product that's going to trim out this area, be very easy to put together. We highly recommend going with that option, and it's going to pop right in and integrate with your wall paneling kit so you can elevate the look of the D-pillar in your medium roof. So that about wraps it up for how we build into the medium roof Transit. If you're interested in any of our DIY kits, find us online at vansareswell.com. Send us an email. Happy to answer any questions. Thanks for watching.